Yeah, welcome back, Rare Talks. You already know what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Get me, follow up on the stereo and that.
The stereo. If you don't know about stereo, go and check it out.
Go check it out.
Follow me, Rare Talks. You already know what it is.
Fend, you get me? Real Fen Dizzle on the stereo.
Today we got two special guests.
Special.
Introduce yourself, man.
Hey, don't know. Sims OBT. Hold tight. Dining table. Hold tight. Rare Talks. Let's go.
Yes.
Come on.
Tricks, SBP, you know what it is already. Young and successful.
Come on.
Come on.
That's what I like, man. All right, so listen.
Big up checks behind the camera.
Don't know.
Let's turn these ones down. All right, cool. So look, listen. Today we're going to talk about a few different topics. I hope everyone can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
All good.
Go on, talk up a
So,
bit.
yeah, so,
I can hear you.
yeah. So the topics that we're going to be discussing today is, do hurt people hurt people?
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Yeah,
That's deep, man. That's deep.
You gonna start?
Well, obviously, it depends. Like, it's the same for a reason, isn't it? It's the same for a reason. Like, when you clock certain people doing fuckery in the world, innit? And then when you delve deeper into their lives, you see, something mad happened when they were like 8. Like, more time, like, the mad percentage is mad. So, in that case, yeah, I guess a hurt person is hurting people, innit? But then there are other people that use it for an excuse, innit? So, I'd say there's times when it definitely is true still.
No, I'd say they do still because that's all they know. They're constantly hurt. That's all they know. So it might not be intentional, but they're still hurting other people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, I feel it's a balance, isn't it? Because people that are hurt as well, they're probably still going through things where they're getting hurt again. You get me? It could be in their relationships or anything like that as well. And maybe there is people that are hurt and they don't, because they've been hurt and they know what it feels like. They don't want to hurt anyone else. So I'm trying to say. So
that's what I'm saying, innit? Everyone's different, innit? So a lot of people react differently to different things.
That's right.
But it's just easy. It's easier to lash out. Like, it's easier to be angry. Like, it's easy. It's a natural emotion, innit? When you feel something, and then sometimes you just lash out at the wall. You're like, rah, I just mashed up the wall.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about nothing else. Like, you're just
true.
you needed to get it out, innit? So I know I understand people that need to get it out.
Do you think hurt people, they've suffered some sort of childhood trauma, and that's why it's reflecting in their teenage years?
100%.
Yeah.
Do you see when people go through childhood trauma? What do you think you should do to like help someone if they've suffered from that?
I would say, like, not always think about the past, innit? Like, know your past, yeah, but move on, innit? There's a brighter future ahead. You get me? So there's loads of things man's been through as a kid as well. You get me? Growing up, seeing bare stuff, innit? Like, and even like kind of losing my mom, and my mom was like she used to drink and certain things like that, and so I like there's times I'll be like, raw, fuck it, like my mom died, so I can act a certain way, but really and truly, bro, like man, it's a part of life, innit? So like man's childhood traumas or whatever I experienced, I just like, right, that was my past, but I've got to let it make me stronger. You get me? So that'll be my advice, kind of, to anyone that's been hurt. You get me?
I kind of encourage them to talk. Because the massive stress you get from talking, it helps so much because it breaks bigger problems down into smaller problems. And then the smaller problems are easier to deal with than the bigger problems. 100%.
Yeah, man, you gotta talk about it, or you gotta get it out somewhere. Because obviously people just say counselling, but not everyone has access to that. Not everyone has. That's the best form. Like, that's the only way you need to get it out. You need someone or something that can take your thoughts and try and piece them together with you. Like, especially from that age, you're impressionable if you're young. Like, first 8, 9, 10 years, like by the time you're 20, you might not even know why you're lashing out. Like, if you don't talk to no one, so it's therefore vital. You gotta get that out there. If you keep it inside.
So childhood traumas. I believe that if you go through childhood trauma, I feel like you should try and seek therapy. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to seek therapy. I don't know what we've been made to believe about therapy and counselling. Like, it's something wrong with
crazy,
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, sometimes you actually need to sit down with somebody who's not gonna judge you, because you know sometimes you go to your brethren, you're scared to say to him like, bro, like,
yeah,
I saw this and that when I was younger. Like, I saw like 2 dead bodies like in the yard and that. Like, And that's kind of messed me up. You know, I always have nightmares about it. Man's looking at you like, what? Dead bodies? What the flip? But if you speak to a counsellor, you know, it's proper under
it's confidential, innit?
confidential.
Yeah.
Even if you told man you killed 20 people, he's not allowed to tell it. He has to keep it there. Do you know that? Legally, you're not allowed
that's
to.
right. Yeah.
I'm not saying if you kill 20 people, wow,
Trust me, man. Yeah,
you're a serial killer.
Don't tell no one. Like.
But obviously,
they might have childhood trauma in it.
That's
Bringing
what
it
I'm
back in it. Bringing it back in it. But hey,
but you see what? Yeah, you see with the cancers, like you just said, like cancers cost money, fam. So how are they accessible to people that can't afford?
No. You know, if you're a kid that's gone through trauma, I'm pretty sure that counseling's free. Because I even looked
Maybe
one
for
day.
children, yeah,
No,
under the
even
social
for
services.
But it's
adults,
using the
there's
right services as well, though.
Huh?
It's using the right services
Yeah.
because sometimes the council will help,
yeah.
but if the kids don't open up, the council won't know to reach out to them people.
Yeah.
So,
But you know what it is? Sometimes
like
they don't even know it's
communication
available, you know?
Yeah.
Like people will be in their own world. Like they'll be in their own world. People ain't on TV no more. You don't see adverts about get help for this or get help for that. You see adverts for people trying to short shit. Like, you know, like I'm trying to sell stuff. There's no adverts for people like going through a madness. So it's not in there. It's not in their face, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
bro.
and a lot of people don't have time to be going to the council and that. So it's like it's the onus is on the council, innit, to reach out to people, innit. That's why people are out here like people are out here like this because no one's reaching out to them, innit.
but there's also a child line who they can reach out to as well.
No, 100. There's 100, but like
It's not promoted. It's not marketed like that.
there's so many people that have gone through
still,
trauma that. Do you know how long it takes them to say shit? Like it takes them like 20 something years. People are like, oh shit, that happened to you.
Sometimes 40.
And it's like, yeah, I didn't know who to tell. Like, rock. I just think just other avenues could be more available, innit? Maybe.
I agree with
But
that still.
Hey, man.
Because obviously where we come from, like you said, like, right, man don't know where one counsellor route,
keep
but I
it
don't even
moving,
know.
innit?
The only time, is obviously when you get banged up here and they say the listener's route, but and no one's calling no listener in jail, bro. They give you a phone because there's one you was getting brushed, fam. That's why you got a listener phone under his bed because everyone's laughing. That's why you got a text because it's not even a text, a listener phone. Some random guy don't talk back to you, you just talk to him.
He's just like, yeah.
He just said, yeah. Some yes man, like, you get me? So, yeah, man, them things need to be a bit more accessible still because it is good to talk about what you've been through, you get me?
And people that relate to you.
What do you think about people being ashamed though and scared to not talk about it? What do you think of that?
I encourage people to talk. If you're feeling a certain way, talk about it 100%. Because as soon as you accept it, that's one problem gone straight away. So if you actually reach out and accept that there's a problem and that you want to fix that problem, then all other problems can be fixed.
You gotta surround yourself with like it's just natural, innit? You don't wanna seem like the odd one out. You don't want to seem like the odd one out. So if there's someone saying, yeah, that's why they have those Alcoholics Anonymous and all of that. Yeah, you can go in the room and you're like, yeah, we're all the same, innit? We're all the same, innit? So like I can tell my story and not be judged, innit? So if you feel comfortable enough in this position, if you see enough people saying, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, you're gonna go, you know what? Yeah, I'm going through that as well. So you can talk through your shit with people that are on the same level as you, innit?
Right, that can relate, innit?
That's the easiest way to get because you're like, you'll listen to that person. If you're relating to me more, I'll definitely listen to you. If you don't relate to me,
why am I gonna speak to
you?
you?
You know what I mean, innit? Like there's too many walls between that.
And I think that's why people don't open up, innit? Because they feel that they're gonna be judged. You get me? Or you know what? Maybe if I'm silent, it's like you're forgetting about it. But like you said, Triggs, like if you talk about it, you've addressed the situation, you get me, and it might feel a bit clearer off it, just you get me. So
I think it's really good to talk, man, and not be ashamed to talk about it as well. You know, I'm not saying go into the world and tell everybody your issues, but a person that you trust, you know what I'm saying? I think that everyone needs to have someone that they can actually tell their problems to and seek a person that is going to try and help you, because you know there's some people, no word of a lie, they only want to know your information just to know your information. Like they just want to know about you just so they know about you. They ain't trying to help you, they ain't trying to do nothing for you. It's just like and then before you know it, they're like, well, guess what, I can't lie, I heard something kind of mad, I want to tell you, but I don't want to tell you. And you're like, bro, why did you tell me you want to tell me when I want to tell me? You're going to tell me anyway. You know what I'm saying? So what is it? Well, don't say nothing here. And I'm like, oh, bro, this guy here. So you can't really trust everyone with that information. So it has to be someone that you actually trust. That's not gonna betray that, because it's a deep thing when you tell people about your childhood traumas. Even if someone doesn't see it as a childhood trauma, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I know man that was just busted up by their dad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that mashed them up growing up. That made man just think, bruv, I'm on the roads. I don't care. I know man that, you know, their moms were prostitutes, you know what I'm saying? And that had an effect on how man was sexually. Man was just a sexual youth, like just beating all the gal. And man's thinking, bro, what's wrong with my man? My man's
like
mad
that?
confident, like 13, 14. Certain man was mad confident with gal. Like they were mad, bro. Different type of confidence, bro.
It's in their DNA.
Like, man's pulling his trousers down in front of us, like, what? My dick ain't small. We're like, chill.
And they do it around there.
You know what I mean? There, just because you see that at home, like, don't take it out on us,
brother. It was mad. But growing up now, I look back and I say, because he was exposed to sex at a younger age than we was. So when we was just playing with our toys, he probably was seeing madness and airing madness in the other room. So that done something to him. When he walked out on the road,
normal to him, innit?
he was just like, right, I want to beat all the gal. Like, he was touching girls. I remember one of the men who used to touch girls' bums when we were young, like older girls. And I used to see him do it, and I used to be like, like, you're brave,
I think I know who you're talking about as well.
And then you're like, why, innit? Like, you always have to wonder why, innit? Because there's a time, obviously you can say, oh, look at that kid, man, why is he there? But then there might actually be something behind that.
That's
like,
right.
There was.
You know what I mean, innit? You know what I mean, innit? Because like that kind of stuff, like kids are so impressionable. Like you can say something around the kid and not even like be thinking about it. Next thing you know, they're saying it to someone else. And suddenly they got it from you, and I'm like, I was just talking to myself, bro. I was spitting lyrics, like.
No,
but
it's true. Can't imagine my virgin, he's saying that. Imagine he's got older son and that. So when he's there, like he's in school and that, they're doing something where they're showing him about drugs and that, innit? So when he's seen the cannabis sign and it's just their other side, he just said, he said, my dad takes them.
no.
No,
But serve his dad up,
no, get out of here, man.
Hey, bro, I swear that.
Man snitched on his dad.
No, but no.
Yo,
That's
Don't
mad.
play the- yeah.
I'm mashing up my son. You're done out here when you get home. You're done out here. But come home. But you ratted on me, bro. What's going on?
Fam, hey, bro, he was like, he was cussing. He was like, yeah, man. You know, they go out to the school and go out to the teacher. Me, I take drugs.
I can only imagine the questions, fam. Oh no,
Bro, they said social service name, but funny.
Bro, that
They
sounds
said
serious,
social
bro.
services round to the yard. So when man's guys check my bridging now,
Yeah.
I'm all Billy. He's like, yo, if I go outside, because. And I'm saying, what's going on here? You get me? But he's saying, the youth's watching. Nah, you get me? So we have to be careful for real.
Yeah,
bro.
it's for real though. For real. And I was even saying this about like if your child doesn't even know what you do, and they go to school and they're like, my dad's got a lot of money, but he doesn't work, and the teacher's like,
Yeah, okay.
he's got a lot of money. I mean,
Investigation,
like 4 bags full, and the teacher's like, okay, so what did dad do for a living?
Yeah, trust.
I've never seen him work. He doesn't work though,
no.
but he's got a BMW. You know the car outside that you got, miss? He's got that same car. It's a 70 plate.
Patting your kids.
And bro.
And then your kids in the class like, trap in the bando. I don't want to look like you. And the teacher's like, what the hell is going on? Like, what the hell? Bro. Hey, bro.
You know the killer one though, the killer bar, well, big up Michael Dapper because he got the kid saying, your dad is 44 and he still asks man for a draw.
Ay.
Ah, you killed me. No, I know.
That's a finisher, fam. That's a finisher, fam.
You like that one, isn't it? Yo,
Oh, my face.
Nah, on the real though.
trust me.
Imagine
I can't
man,
be hearing my
the kid
son
said that
asking
in
man
school.
for drugs because it's no way. It's not on. It's not on.
You're killing me. Alright, cool. Next topic, What's the worst relationship that you've ever been in?
Who wants to start?
Yes, I'm starting, bro. We're going there. We're taking it
How
there.
you gonna start? Who's starting? Cause come on.
He's saying it first.
Basically.
Well, everyone's
No,
shook.
it's not even that I'm shook.
Yeah,
It's
man,
just that
shook.
everyone that knows me, like my patience is so thin. So my relationships always end up bad, and they're always short. Like, so I'd say the worst thing that happened. It's just the ultimatums. Like one time, this girl she messaged me. It's like, oh yeah, you said we're gonna go out. I was like, all right, cool, boom. We went out. A couple of days later, she was like, okay, when's the next one? So I'm like, yeah, we both work, like we're both grown, innit? So maybe the next weekend, innit? Studio. You know how it goes, hold that tracks. You know how it goes. Boom. Next week. You said you were coming last week. You've got until next week to answer to me.
Whoa.
Answer to you?
Innit? Like,
Whoa.
Like she was gonna roll up on me. Like.
Smoke.
So I said, you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. She said, I hope nothing's gonna come good of your life.
Oh,
Because you're one of those people that just waste people's time.
She said, I hope nothing good comes of your life.
Like, I could go to the message, and it's just
That sounds mad bitter, blood.
yeah, but
bitter.
yeah. But I took it as one of those things, innit? It's like I guess she really wanted it, innit? She really wanted the relationship, and it's just one of those things. It's better off we left it that way, innit?
Go on, Tricks. Go on, Tricks.
I don't do relationships.
Man said, I don't do
Just
relationships.
keep it simple. No relationships.
That's it. Man said, I don't do relationships. Gang.
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 No relationships.
No relationships. No ties.
What about you? What about you, fam? Don't try and hide. Don't try and hide.
Come on,
bro.
I'm gonna tell you.
Go on, go on.
You need to answer as well, you know, because you're trying to dodge some questions out here.
He thinks he's smart. Go on, go
Alright,
on.
cool. I remember, I had ting in it, I had one girl, sorry, they're my big man. Talking about ting, but I had one girl in it, So that's when I got my hostel. Do you remember when I was living in South, like, I had the Dulwich hostel, and I had the South Norwood hostel, innit? So I met one girl and that, cool, man. You get me? Everything's cool. But boom, I'm like to her, I was beating and that, innit, but I didn't really want it to be wifey, innit? But she was on it, boom, boom, boom. And she was a cool girl. She would come check, man, and look after, man, and whatever. Boom. Next minute, she's telling me, yeah, my parents want to meet you. I said, what? I'm young at this time. Like, man's just got my hostel. So the man them are shouting me like, yo, there's some quengs tonight. You get me? So quengers, man's there, just boom, 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 boom. Late night linkages. You get me? On some different thing. No word of a lie. Yeah. So when she said, yeah, I want you to meet my parents, I was like, yeah. But I kept on stalling it, innit? In the end, she's like, oh, well, if you don't want to meet my parents, then I don't want to come and see you no more. Like, I don't want to link you no more. You get me? And then, bruv, I don't even care. You know why? Cause my brethren showed me, this girl here, my cousin used to beat it. And his cousin was an OG from South Norwood. Used to trap. But this girl used to go like she was you get me? I'm like, bro, I'm glad I didn't meet your parents. You get me? Like a quengers.
I she's probably watching this now.
Cuz, you get me? So,
yeah.
But I've been in some mad relationships, you get me? And, but yeah, man, that was a funny one still.
Yeah, the worst relationship I've ever been in my life was just some girl that was just a psychopath, bro. She was just a psycho, bro. She wanted my blood, sweat, and tears, bro. If she's watching this right now, leave me alone. Leave me alone, man. I'm done with you. It's over. Leave me alone. Stop stalking me, please.
Hey, come on.
She was she found stuff on me. I'm talking about she was a psycho, bro.
You see,
She's so crazy, I don't want to talk about her
I
right now.
created like 10 accounts on that.
Brother, she might, bro, it's mad. She's going to comment on this video and leave a mad comment. Watch.
And she gonna comment under some mandem's page. Like,
Bro, she created 20 different accounts, bro.
Chad, this is like all man's videos. And
Nah,
that.
real.
20 different accounts. Bro, she turned into the mandem and then a woman and then the mandem.
Oh, she was
She started
real
talking
agent.
about
Real agent.
yeah, like
Multitasker.
You get me?
Brother, who's seen the Matrix? Who's in the Matrix? You know when my man starts switching up and he's a different people. And he's just jumping in bare people's bodies. That's what she was doing with Instagram accounts, bro.
Agent,
for
what's
real,
his name?
man.
Agent something.
Brother,
Agent Smith or something.
Yeah, man, like
that, about
Smith. Yeah,
brother, she was the maddest thing.
she's
I've ever
Agent
been.
Smith,
Yeah,
fam.
Leave him alone.
Leave me
Yeah.
alone, please.
Get me.
Man, then back me, please, man. Help me
Leave
out,
him
man.
alone, man. You get me? Get a life, man.
Leave him
you got that
alone.
much
Leave him
time on
alone.
your hands to create all them
Can I have
accounts.
my face?
Come on, man. Fix up. Look sharp, like Dizzy Rascal said.
Jeez.
Leave me.
But yeah, man, you just as soon as I clock the toxic, that's what they call it now, the toxicness, toxicity.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Red
Man.
flag.
I'm out. I got no patience. Like it's just like, and the other thing is so much shit's going on. So like when it comes to worst relationships, I don't even let it get to that point where it's a madness. There's always a madness, but I don't think it's deserved, innit? But there's always a madness. Like I've had some bad friendship breakups. Like
Man said bad friendship breakups. Nah, you gotta explain that now. You gotta explain that.
when they're not relationships, when we're not in relationships,
Friendship, innit?
but we're not in a relationship, but it's a friendship. That is great.
Friends.
That was great. That was great.
Explain. You gotta go in.
You know the whole world, they don't like commitment, innit? So you're just in a lot of situationships, as they call them, innit? So that's your friend, innit? That's my friend. That's not my girlfriend. That's my friend. But then we've done so many things that it could be perceived as going out. I can't just stop talking to you like a normal friend. I can't just delete your number. Like I gotta break up with you. I gotta slightly break up with you. Like, we're not going out. Like kind of. Oh yeah, no. What is, because you know what question's coming next? It's like, what is this?
Yeah.
And the goal is to always. The goal is to always, you have to make a decision before that question comes, innit? So the goal is to either get out or be prepared, innit? Be prepared for the question. I'm always on the get out side.
Must have to get out.
Yeah, eyes open.
So what was it then?
Pardon?
So what was it?
What was it that just gets me out? What that just makes
between
me
you two, what was it?
No, we weren't in a relationship. It was just we vibed. It's just a vibe. You get a couple things in common. And suddenly, it is what it is.
Did you smoke though?
Yeah.
Okay, so no more. That's where the feelings catch, you know. Once you smoke, it's mad.
And she can bill it.
Bill it good, yeah. Backwards billing.
It's mad.
I'm telling you.
Nah, for real.
All right, cool. For one more question here. Look, listen, this question now. What makes a person strong? It's a deep one.
You want to start? I don't mind. I'll start.
Yeah, go.
So obviously, could be your experiences, could be your peers around you. You get me? That can make you mentally strong and driven. Also, back to the traumas, like when we talk about trauma and that, you can kind of soak up that trauma and kind of use it to build yourself as a better person, innit? So that can also make you strong as well. You get me? As a person.
You know what? I say being able to say no is strong. Because I don't think many people today can say no to any question put to them, or any risk put to them. So I say, if you can say no to someone, then you're strong personally.
That's deep.
I like that one day. That's sick.
It's like what makes you strong, and I guess it's just a sense of like you're sure that you know what you want for yourself, innit? Maybe you don't know exactly what you want, but you know you want it for yourself. You know you want to be successful. You know you want this. It's like that kind of strength there. Like you just see them stubborn man like just on their own shit for years. Like you just see them like that. That's a different kind of strength. Like this guy's grinding. Like you know, like that. I ain't seen
Man still selling 10 bags and he thinks he's gonna get rich.
£5 draw.
I ain't seen my
They're
time,
mentally
bro.
strong. Hey, wait, no, wait. They're man dead. They're 10 bag sellers.
You're gonna switch it to the O's. Are you gonna switch it to the O's? Nah, cuz nah.
I've been selling Benzes for
He's
years.
not like the Benzes, cuz.
Man said, yeah, I'm still on that half. He's like, what, can I get a half? You're like, bruv, you're 34 years old. What do you mean half? You mean half? Go get a job, man. What's wrong
That
with you,
is
bro?
44.
Go get a job, man.
And he still asked
Do
man
not
for a draw.
Right.
Oh man, cuss.
Brother, that is peak, you know. You see, one of them. No, I'm not gonna lie. Let me tell you a real life story. I got a childhood friend there that I was friend with in secondary school. I see him when I finished my job, bro. I work at 9 to 5. Yes, I'm not on this not legit thing. I'm a legit guy now. Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah. Congratulations to me. Pat on the back.
Come on, bro. Come a long way, brother.
Boom. So basically, I see him now, and he's like, "Raw, wait, hey, what? You know where I can get a half from?" I looked at him and I said, I didn't know what to say, so I said, "Brother, do you want to work for my business, bro? I got a trainer business. You want to start selling trainers to me, fam? Because, bro, You're bummed out. He's on a push bike, you know. I'm saying, well, my car's round there. He's like, you got a car now? I'm like, brother, what up to this guy? What up to this guy? Man made it seem like it's a thing or something.
Fam, it's the
My man
perseverance.
said to me, where can I get a half from? I knew he was done out here. I knew he's either suffering from mental health, yeah? No joke, he's suffering from mental health, or his life is a mess.
He's out here, cuz.
And out here,
He's hustling.
34 years old, bro, asking
He
for a half.
It's a dream.
He
Brother,
maybe
it's
needs
a
to flip
dream.
that
The
half.
funny, do you know what this is?
Top up his
I didn't
gas.
even-
BSZ.
Maybe he needs to.
BSZ. No problem.
Trust me, fam.
Brother! Oh my God.
Lads.
That's mad though. Man
I
said
felt
it's
so
so hard, fam.
I looked at him and I thought,
Fam.
bro, you know what I thought all these years of being on road, and this is what you've got to say to me.
Fam,
I
someone-
ain't seen you for like 2 years, and you're gonna tell me about half.
Someone called me the other day, yeah, and they said to me, I don't know what I'm saying. I got fake notes.
Oh, out here, bro. Out here, bro.
Nuts.
Out here, bro. Out here, bro. Out here, bro.
Hey, wait.
The clocks don't stop.
And I said, yeah, look, have you got the new 10s, and the new 20s, yeah? They said no, the old 50s.
Out here, bro. Come on, let's
Old
go.
50s, you
Let's
know.
go.
that
Go.
was sitting in someone's attic, yeah,
Missions.
and Don took it out and
They
said,
had
"Bro,
it for years.
Absolute missions.
oh,
But it's mad though, man. It's mad.
So,
still.
but them kind
But man are stubborn.
them
cuz.
kind of man, them stubborn man that are productive, that kind of mental strength, they can't be swayed in it.
Yeah.
Like them kind of people, I don't know what makes them that strong
Give
in it.
up.
It's just a natural thing. But obviously, there's certain events that can make a man strong in it. It's just how you persevere.
Yeah.
It's how you respond to it. The people that respond the best, those are usually the strongest, isn't it?
Do you know what I think makes a person strong? That you go through a lot of tests, but you're still like a level person. You're still going through life, like,
You're still
and you're
determined.
you're still you still got, because you know
100.
some people, they go through stuff in life, and it's just like they just change and they're like a whole different person, and they've stopped being themselves. So like a strong person is someone for me who's gone through like things that in life that people would have said, like, how, man? How did you survive this? But they're still normal. That you still see them, they're still smiling, they still go to work, they still living their life, they're still taking care of their family. But they've been through, they've been through like a madness. Like they had cancer, man recovered, man's
Rate
mum
man like
died,
that. You have
man's
to rate
dad
man.
died,
100.
man's daughter died, and you're just looking at man and he's still happy. Like I rate man like that. I'm not gonna lie. That's the
Yeah,
strongest
nah,
man
man.
to me. That's the strongest man to me.
That's their motivation though. At the same time, someone has bad experiences, they want to make a better experience, so they're gonna drive more. They're gonna push more, so they get better than they were 10, 20 years ago.
100%.
100.
100. I'm with that still.
No, trust me, fam.
I think that's my motivation certain times when I look back at my past and I say, "Raw, man's kind of done all this madness."
Yeah,
you know?
fam, man's come a long way, bro.
100%.
Man's come out of the pit. Like, man's come out of the shithole, bro. I don't mean to swear, keep swearing, but, bro, and the shit man's gone through and the pain man's gone through to kind of turn out like man's not on drugs. Man's not mentally ill.
Yeah.
You get me? Man's still got man's sanity. Man's
Yeah.
driven. Man's career driven. You get me? Like, man motivates man's peers. You see what I'm saying? Like, man could easily be there like, rah, I lost my mum. I lost my sister. You get me? Like, rah, I went through this when I was young. Like, I got evicted. You get me? At like 15, 16. But
There was certain man on the ends that lost their mum and they lost their minds at the same time.
yeah, real talk.
Like we know them, bro. Like we
Real
know
talk.
them. Like they
Real
lost their
talk.
mum,
100.
they lost their mind.
Yeah.
And like that's why I rate you still, because you took it so good. But I know it bun you, but you took it real
Bro,
good.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Bun man like nothing. You get me, fam. I can't even explain how it bun man, fam. But it goes back to being strong in it, and a lot of people kind of like they praise man for it. Still, I just try and just keep focused. I always think of my mum and that. You get me? But I know my mum. She don't want man to be sitting there crying all the time. You get me? My mum was a bubbly
She's
person.
better herself.
Yeah, you get me? She wants man to be
100.
like raw. Like she used to support what I used to do. So that kind of helps as well, innit? You get me? So yeah, man.
That's deep, man. So what is it that what do you think makes a person weak? What do things make a person weak in life mentally? I'm gonna say the one that you said, not being able to say no, that makes you weak. Just being a yes man all the time. I think you're weak minded and you say yes to everything. There's sometimes you should stand up to yourself and say, no, I don't want to do that, man. Cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to go ride out and kill my man. No, I'm alright
I'm
still.
good, fam.
I'm chilling in my house.
Yeah.
What you're a prick. You're not about this life.
Yeah. You're not on it.
And you're like, yeah, I'm a prick, then call me whatever you like. I don't want to go kill somebody today.
Real.
Yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, cool. When you lot all sitting in jail for 100 years and I'm out here, I'll write you some letters. I'm saying. So what do you think that makes someone weak?
I reckon it could be their mentality. Obviously, like you said, being a yes man, peer pressure as well. Like everyone around them's on something and they feel left out, innit? So like, fuck it, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna ride out on man, but they don't even want to do it. And they might be the one that ends up kind of being the frontliner and doing the most,
catching the time
with
for
the
it.
35, and then sitting there.
Free
like,
SJ, free SJ.
now you get me that now they're in jail and they're trying to commit suicide. And I've heard of that. Like niggas have gone out there done life. Like they're doing life and they mentally
they ain't ready for it.
Yeah, bro.
No one's ready for life in prison.
Bro.
Like
Come
prison's
on,
a madness. Prison will mess you up mentally.
So I feel like peer pressure can make man weak still.
You know the worst thing about that though, when you go jail, yeah, and ops catch you, brother. You see jail, it's the maddest anxiety ever. I was speaking about this. Yeah?
Don't get caught on the wing.
You see when you can't run and you're skinny and there's
Nowhere
a
to
hench
run.
you,
Nowhere
and you
to
don't even
run.
know what he's onto you for, and he just bare hugs you like doom, and another you comes go doom doom.
Remember, man in jail as well. They're
Where
licking
are
you with
you
things.
running to?
They're hitting
Nowhere.
you with shit.
Where are you running
Boring
to?
you
Nowhere.
up. You get me? Just like on the road.
Snooker ball. and
Yeah,
a sock.
tuna in the. I see man.
Little
I
things.
see man with a broken foot with tuna can in the sock. I said, yeah, and clapping man up. I said,
There's
"Raw,
no
this is
ramp.
the rules,
Yeah,
That's
the link-
strength.
Deep
That's
rush.
strength still.
bro."
Done.
You get
Yeah,
me?
no.
You man don't want jail. Stay out of jail.
Trust me.
Trust me.
Trust me.
Trust me.
Freedom is
100%.
priceless.
Go on,
bro.
Sims.
Like, yeah, and just a weak person. I don't know. It's just there's just so many things. Like I just think like mentally, like you said, like yes men, like people that are just not focused on themselves. Like they're more focused on what other people are saying. Like them kind of people there. It's not saying that they're weak. It's just that's the quickest way. That's the quickest way to not be strong in it. You're gonna lose yourself because if you're watching other people, you're doing what other people are saying. You're going on another vibe. Like you're not developing yourself, and that's not how you strengthen yourself, innit? So, like, what makes a weak person? It could be a variety of things, innit? But it's just those people that just don't pay attention to themselves. They don't listen to what their head's saying all the time, innit? So I say it like that.
Jigs.
No, someone being weak in my eyes, personally, not wanting to better themselves, feeling that they're owed something. If you feel you're owed something, you're never going to get anything in life. So if you go through the care system, if you've been nicked, several people have been in that position but have made something from that. A lot of people feel like, oh yeah, I've been through the care system, I don't need to be involved because I deserve everything I'm getting. That makes you weak because that don't give you no motivation to better yourself. That makes sense. So like you're always gonna be expecting, but not giving back nothing back to your community at all.
I feel that still. Feel like someone owes you something. Like you go through life thinking that everyone owes you something.
Yeah, that's with expectations as well. I was saying that earlier.
Yeah. So what was you saying about the expectations?
You know what it is, yeah. Sometimes, yeah, like you might be doing something or whatever in it, a business or whatever, and you be thinking, man, don't post my thing, or man, don't do this, or you get me. But you know what it is, bro. You're not meant to have an expectation from no one. You're only meant to have an expectation from what you want to do in your life, innit? You get me? And then because your friends are gonna genuinely support you anyway. Your real friends are always gonna support you. They might not have time. Like, but I've been caught in my feelings. I can't lie. Throughout the years with this music thing, I've burnt bridges with people because my expectations of man are too high.
But that's the thing. You know your expectations. No one else can tell you your expectations.
Yeah, but I feel that you shouldn't expect anyone to do anything for you. You should lead by example, innit? You see what I'm trying to say? So like, even with the journey we're doing or whatever, like, man, don't expect no one to share the thing. Man, don't expect no one to turn up. But if they do, that's real
love.
Yeah, you see what I'm trying to say? Regardless, we're gonna be like, cool, we're gonna do our thing. So even when I put out my videos, I expect everyone to support it or message me. Like when I'm broadcasting it to 200 man, I expect 200 man to reply back and be like, yeah, Fen, you're the hardest.
Yeah.
You're the coldest. But what the hell, bro? Who am I? Like, you get me? So
100%.
I'm starting to learn that at this age now. You get me? That having expectations, fam, sometimes, you know,
even if you think that way, like, bro, I support you, but you don't support me. Prowler once told me, and I love Prowler for that. He said, Fen, I was moaning, I was like, rah, I gave someone something here, like something, and they've come back and they've told me they're selling it to, like, you get me, like, they're not busting me. He said, Fen. And I said, rah, watch, when I get my thing, I'm going to do the same thing. My cousin said to me, Fen, you're a cool brother. Your kind ways never change that just because someone else, you get me? So it goes back to that point.
100%,
Get me? So, like, what do you lot think with, like, expectations and that?
I think only you can make your own expectations. Like me personally, I would never rely on anyone else for myself because I know what I expect for myself. But say, for example, you might not know what I expect from you.
Yeah.
So at the same time, you might not meet them expectations. Then I'm going to be disappointed with myself for expecting you to expect them expectations.
Yeah.
So it got to the point that you can only rely on yourself. You cannot expect anyone else to reach a certain level for your satisfaction if you don't tell them what that satisfaction is. So, like, for the majority of my music, like, I remember the first time I went studio, as my brother, JS1, my brother from school, you know. And you're like, yeah, this is the one that will get you somewhere. Like, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Like, I could probably count about 6 man turn up to my video. Because all the other ones are like, nah, it's not going to blow, rare. But these brothers are still with me today, making sure I pursue in my music. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's where I know what I'm expecting from them. And they know my expectations, so they're kind of meeting that expectation. That makes sense. So as long as your support network know your expectations, they can help you succeed to where you want to be.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Sick.
What about you, Sims?
That knows me, innit, bro? You know me. I don't expect shit from no one.
I know, fam.
From no one, fam. Since man stopped getting good birthday presents, like, man got no birthday presents, man. From early, fam, I don't expect nothing, fam. I don't expect nothing, cause
No, I like that.
honestly, cause like you gotta do it for yourself. At the end of the day, you gotta do it for yourself, fam. like there's no other. Cause at the end of the day, people are naturally drawn to stuff that's popular, that's in fashion, in whatever.
Yeah.
Just because if it's right next to you, sometimes people don't notice shit. That's right next to you. Like, that's my boy. You don't realize how sick your boy is. You don't realize how good your boy is at whatever they're doing, but how good your friend is because they're right next to you, innit? That's your man. You're chatting to them all the time, innit? So it's a thing where you might not realize that you not sharing something or you not doing something is really hurting them because that's your boy, innit? But you're thinking, they must know that I'm not doing it for a thing. It's you get caught between that, but yeah, communication is always a good thing, fam. Yeah. Communication is always a good thing with that shit, like, because you can feel away in it, but don't expect it. Have a conversation. Expect what you go with your. Like, I expected you to do this. If they had a reason, then you lot can work it out. If they said nah, cause I didn't want to, then you lot can go to another situation in it about what you expect in it. But like my basis is don't expect nothing from nobody. Like, work for everything. 100.
I think that my opinion on this is you know, I don't even know what expectations mean with other people, if I'm honest. I've always just believed that if you work hard and you put in that work, that groundwork, then everything else, people are gonna naturally gravitate towards whatever you're doing, and you're gonna find out that strangers are gonna support you more than your friends. Yes. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that your friends don't rate you.
Yeah.
Everyone's going through different things in life, you know. And sometimes we expect so much from people that are going through so much themselves. Yeah. Like my man's suffering from depression, but I'm saying, why aren't you retweeting my video? Yeah. My man can't see.
Man's worries. Like.
My man ain't seen his son in a year, and he's going through custody battle. He's told me that, but I'm like, bruv, but you see my new video. It's like, I'm selfish. A lot of times, I'll be honest with you, we're kind of selfish people. Like, we want so much from everyone else, but we're not putting in nothing for anyone else. We're not trying to help no one, but we want everyone to help us. Yeah. Sometimes we got to look at life from, like, other people's point of views, you know what I'm saying? Like, how's your life? You know what I'm saying? Before I even ask you to share my video, like, how's your life? I'm sending a video to someone. To all I know, my man could be suffering with depression, and I haven't spoke to him all year. But the only thing I'm doing is sending him videos, and I'm thinking, why ain't he reposting my videos? Why ain't he saying nothing? Like, bro, and that's why sometimes, like, just be kind to people, man, to the
Hundreds.
best of your ability. Just be kind to people, you know what I'm
Hundreds.
saying? And don't expect anything, don't give anything expecting anything.
Yeah, never give to receive.
That's what a lot of people
mum
do.
always used to
They're
tell me
like, I reposted your video, but you never posted mine.
The-
Bro, don't
Yeah.
worry about that, bro. If
That's
you
petty.
are you a sincere
petty,
person from
yeah.
your heart, yeah?
100%.
And I always say this, sincerity is from the heart, bro. Yeah. If you're a sincere person, it comes from this place right here. Don't come from here, don't come from here. It comes from here, bro. If I do good, if I buy you a drink or I buy you a drink, bro, next time I don't want to hear you say, I'm gonna buy you a drink because I'm gonna look at you like, bro.
I hate people that do shit.
Never. I don't want nothing back from you. I done it from the goodness
with
of
the
my heart.
motive,
You know
with
what I'm
they
saying?
did it. They did
Yeah.
it.
If I
could've,
Some
I
people
would've.
do
With
shit
an
for a motive.
Unclean intention, innit?
Some people do shit. They'll be calm to you just because they know. In future, this might benefit man in the
he's
future.
gonna look after me.
You know, like that. Them
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
people that are the worst. Like they're
It's
the
true,
worst.
you know?
I don't do
It's
things
true.
like that, man.
Yeah.
I feel like if your heart's clean, you're not even gonna do that. You're just gonna do it from the
Hundreds,
goodness of your heart.
hundreds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like I say, sometimes we might tell someone to post something, but like they're going through stuff in their life. bro.
Real. But you know what? I never understood that. You see, like about 4 or 5 years ago, maybe I would say around them times when man's kind of like fresh with this internet thing, whatever.
Jeez.
I didn't understand it. I thought, raw, man's a side man. You get me, man's Nando's rice. Especially when I heard that Jay Spades tune and he said, "Them man, there's some Nando's rice."
Hey,
Big up Jay Spades. I was like, yeah, everybody's Nando's rice, prawn, sesame toast, everything. But like man said, like, bro, man, like it's true. There's people here that I don't even message every day or whatever, and I don't say whatever in it, and I might just send my. All they see is like, yeah, new video out, whatever. You get me? So, like you said, they could be going through so much stuff.
They are, bro. They
Yeah.
are. Everyone's going through
Or
something.
they could just be
That's a big
busy,
thing
like you know,
still.
like bills and that. Like man's working every day. Like man has no time to manself.
Let's
bro.
have empathy for people,
Yeah,
man.
we
'cause
have
you
to,
know-
Check on
bro.
your
So,
friends, man.
As now, like I'm a bit older now. When people do reply back or do share it, I'm like, I'm gassed. Don't matter who it is.
Yeah.
You get me? I have the same feeling as like a celebrity reposting me because I'm like, raw. 5 man today is reposting, like put my video up. Do you know what? They've took time out to do that. So now I appreciate people more. I appreciate like just having people like even focusing on whatever I'm doing.
No,
so I'm
real.
trying to say
Real,
so.
real.
Like, just even taking time out to give man feedback or whatever still. So it's never a feeling. So the expectations, like you said, I don't have no expectations, but at the same time, I'm not gonna change my ways
That's it, though.
because other man's moving a certain way. You get me?
I don't. And sometimes it's not even personal, bro.
It's never personal.
Like
man.
some
It ain't.
people are just generally they're just not even in this world. Some people, like
I am
trust me,
sometimes,
like,
bro.
some-
I'm the same.
you know, what man's just zoning.
Yeah, just
Like he's
another
at
life,
home,
bro.
he's been banging computer all day. He's seen your message, he's like, yeah, cool. I'll reply to him. You know.
Yeah.
You know them
I was just
ones.
banging his
That's
computer.
my
you know what I'm
Thursday. That's
saying?
my Thursday night, man.
I called my little brother the other day.
That was
man,
the earlier
I
route.
called my little brother the other day. Man was playing COD on his game. I'm like, bro, how are you? He's like, yeah, 1 second, bro. I'm just playing my game. I'm
I was like
bro,
that earlier.
Pay attention. I'm trying to talk to you.
Online.
outside. And he's like, bro, I'm gonna call you back in
My
1 second. I
ranking
just got
cuz-
killed, bro. I just
My
got
ranking,
killed.
my
I
ranking.
was like that earlier. My brother's calling me.
KD, fam.
My brother's calling me. I'm like, yeah, St. Maximum. He's like, who the hell is that? I'm like, yeah, St. Maximum from Newcastle. Oh, sorry. Like, I just had to buy this player. Like, you know, man. Like, you get me? Today was my only time I got game time. And then imagine I'm playing game. My dad calls me. My son's just done a madness at that. I'm like, oh my God. This is just, it's just like,
Bro.
I didn't want to answer the phone.
So you know, sometimes in general, yeah, I feel like we don't show enough empathy towards
Other
others.
people,
innit?
yeah.
Like
100%.
we're so selfish and caught up in our own little bubbles of what's going on in our
man's
lives.
own dream, innit?
Like we're not thinking that, right, he's got his own life and he's doing his own thing. So if he does something, like if this man link up with that man or that man, I don't care because I'm just happy that you lot are happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy to see my friends happy. I'm just happy to see you lot are happy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't holler at me for a week, I know it's not personal. You don't holler at me for a month, it's not personal.
It's
I'm
not
going,
personal,
the same
yeah.
way you're going through your stuff, I'm
going
going
through
through
my
my stuff.
shit,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So I think we need to like have more little bit understanding when it comes to that with our friends and stuff like that.
It's true though, we do, man.
Yeah,
100.
Yeah, man.
yeah, man. Any other topics?
I don't want to talk about anything.
Run out of topics. Imagine that. Yeah.
We're running out of buzz.
Yeah.
You lot already did the cash in.
Talk about the what
What
else is going on? Alright, cool, flipping. So alright, like in this current climate, yeah. What does man feel like? What right now, innit, yeah? What's the future holding for us, innit? Fuck it, let's just say that. Like, I know
Us
we can't
around
project-
this
yeah,
table,
no, just like
or as a
as a
community?
society, fam. Because obviously we know what's going on. I don't want to keep going on about. But what we gonna do? What we doing?
We're fucked.
Bruv, we're taking the vaccine, bro.
You're taking the vaccine.
You're taking that.
Bruv,
Yeah,
we're
you know
all
what I mean?
taking the
I'm
vaccine.
over here
taking
on that
that,
one.
bro.
Brother, listen.
You're taking that.
You're all gonna get
You're
convinced. I'm convincing you now. I'm giving you the heads up. If you take the vaccine, or you're gonna go.
So
to
what
the
about
camp.
But look, what about
Going
all
to the
these
camp.
years of hearing?
Yeah, I see you soon. I see you soon.
But what about
I see you soon.
Look, what
See you
about
soon.
all these years of hearing about the mark of the beast and that? Yeah, and I'm just gonna run and take the vaccine.
Bro, the mark of the beast is a whole different thing still. The mark of the beast is something on the forehead, bro. It's nothing to do with the arm. It's nothing to do with the arm. But like I said, if you lot are scared, of this vaccine, then don't have a mobile phone.
Why?
Because you got the chip in it.
I
And the
don't
chip.
mind having the
And
chip.
the
in
chip-
phone. It's not in me.
You see that
though.
chip? Let me tell you, that chip earlier, no word of a lie. I was thinking something and it came up and I was like,
What? Yeah,
I'm
you know
tripping.
that.
I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
It happens.
I'm
though.
tripping.
Yeah, it happens.
I am
cookies.
definitely tripping.
Yeah, no, that.
I
definitely
thought
happens, so.
something, bro, and then I saw the suggestion come. I said,
But that's
no.
all of the AI
Felt
and
the
all
way,
that.
it felt the waves, like
It's
it felt
fine.
the
Just get a
waves.
brick phone. It's fine.
go.
Can't be traced.
No, I'm alright.
So is there a way out?
But still gonna keep it trendy. You
I
know?
have to keep it trendy. I got these phones.
Is
bro.
there any look? Is there any country that we can go to that's like we could just chill, stuck out, like, or is anyone on
Montserrat or
that?
something like
Gambia, bro. Gambia.
Yeah,
I might have to hold like Woodsy from Montserrat, top goal scorer.
Gambia.
Oh, Gambia,
Sur-
but and they take
Suriname, one of them places. One of
Suriname,
them.
my damn
one of them
people, my Dutch people. Yo, Suriname. Remember, you think no, we're like the same. Yeah. Anyway, so
we can't go out there. Nah.
but bro, yeah. So what we gonna do?
Bro, I don't know.
Same thing we're always doing, innit? We get on with it. That's
Yeah.
that's what we've been accustomed to doing. It's just in terms of what, like, if they're gonna try and make us take the vaccine, obviously, for obvious reasons, I don't need it for the time being.
Man's got the antibodies.
Yeah, man's got the antibodies, innit?
Yeah.
That's how man's gonna say it, fam. That's how man's gonna say it. But yeah, nah, literally, I don't think like the work day, like work is gonna be the same again. All of that stuff is gonna change.
They're gonna say you need the vaccine to work.
You know, like, yeah.
So what
That
about
potentially?
all the doctors and all the officials that's refusing to take it?
Let me tell you something.
Follow them.
They're very smart. They'll tell you that these guys refuse and then they're taking it in secret. I guarantee you, when you see certain man, when man say they can't leave this country, yeah, a couple men are gonna be like, "What? I can't leave." Would you take the vaccine? Nah, brother. I can't take
Trust
that,
me,
man.
you know,
Nah.
I know.
It's funny you say that. The only reason I would get the vaccine is to travel for work.
See,
That's the only reason I would, for shows abroad.
see, and they've already said
imagine
said
they do
that
that.
already. They said,
That's the only
imagine they
thing.
do
but
that.
listen,
Passport.
they said the vaccine passport.
Yeah,
They put that in from early. Put that inside your head.
Mhm.
Vaccinated.
Yeah.
Mad.
It's mad.
If you don't take that vaccine and you think, yeah, you know what, cool, I don't even care. Yeah, I'm taking
But
the
there's
vaccine.
officials out there that are obviously saying that, because this is like a trial, they're not taking it. There is gonna be people. Not everyone's
I
gonna
don't
take
want
it.
to. I don't want
bro.
to look here. Even if I was to take it, not saying I'm gonna take it.
Mm.
I want to wait for a bit, innit?
Yeah.
I want to wait for a bit. Like the PS5 is out. I have no plans to buy the PS5
Yeah,
until
yeah.
I see everyone buy it. All the things come out.
Yeah,
On the
man's
real
waiting
though,
that for
I need
4 or
that
5 years.
PS5. Who's got that plug for the PS5? Who's got that plug for the PS5?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
man,
Man's chilling right
I'm
now.
letting
Man's
it
cooling
all-
right now.
I need
Man
that
don't want no
plug still.
PS5. You get me?
But it's like that, innit? I want to see all of it run out. I want to see all the tests, everything. Everyone's calm.
see all the
Obviously, I've got family
problems.
members that have taken it, so
right, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
same.
and I don't think anything. Well, I didn't do enough research, but I don't think anything crazy is gonna happen to them. If I did, like, I would be.
I feel like
You know,
bad-
like that.
I feel like a bad child, man. My dad was like, "Yo, book me the vaccine thing. We want the vaccine." I was like, "You don't want the vaccine thing, bro. Allow it, bro."
No way your dad said that.
Yo, man, we want me thing, sir.
Because he wants to go home, right? He wants to fly back home,
I was
innit?
looking at him thinking, "Allow it, dad, man." And then look, your mum and dad. That's why I'm mad for me for. I'm like, bruv, cool, innit? Cool. Went on the computer, signed up. I'm just putting it through. I'm just thinking, bruv, what am I doing right now?
You
No,
know, like
fam.
that. Real.
My nan calls me and she goes, he got yours, yeah? I said, no, nan, haven't.
You're gonna have to get it soon.
Relatives are just checking, man. Like, have you
Oh,
got
man.
it? Yeah, what? Nah, alright.
My dad said that the people's been calling him as well, trying to. But yeah, it's mad. It's mad still.
I'm young. I'm good. I'll watch everyone else test out from it first.
That's it. Yeah. The last guy, like the guy in Jamaica said.
Yeah, trust. But like,
Let them take it first.
in future, there could be potentially more though. That's the only thing, innit? Like, there's been a lot of these things. Like, there's a swine flu. Like, obviously, it wasn't getting as big as, but it was a pandemic, and so this is another pandemic.
That's real.
There could be another one, you know, like that. So
there's gonna
people
be
just have to
something.
be prepared. Like, don't think that this can't happen again.
This isn't the end.
You know, like that.
That's right. The vaccine ain't gonna bring the end
100.
to it either. You get me? It's not gonna save anything.
So just prepare. Like, don't like you just save for that rainy day, innit? Because people weren't saving for that rainy day that it came. Like, you know, like that.
Trust me.
It
Everyone
came.
was trying to buy a toilet roll.
Trust me.
I'm telling you.
It's like in fights in Tesco.
You get me?
That was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, bro.
Toilet roll.
I wash my ass with it, boy. You don't tell me about toilet roll. I wash my ass.
It's got water, cuz. There's water there.
Why you think you got water for, fam?
Trust
That's
me.
baby wipes or something, boy. You know what I'm saying? Man just running out.
I use newspaper, cuz.
Where are all these
Not newspaper. Newspaper's hurting your bum crack, fam.
Cuz.
Aye, brother, I
Times
tried
are
that one.
hard.
It hurt, fam.
Man use
Must have tried that
newspaper.
one,
Man
too,
lives
bro.
in the ghetto. Man grew up. Man had to use newspaper at times.
I Fen one day. Now Fen.
The minutes. Talk about trauma. Yeah, I use Anjex now. I go and buy like 12 of them and that. Like, you get me? All the time I re-up
That's
on
a
that.
shit.
Man grew up. He's
On the
like,
paper
yo,
Your must have been bunning you,
Re-up on
fam.
the paper,
Boy,
cuz.
yo, whatever man can
Bunning you,
use,
fam.
man's using. Like he said, so
Man,
why
read
is
it,
man
cuz.
going to buy a bare toilet roll? I see my go online ordering toilet. I was
Wow.
like, right, yeah, we're done.
That's different.
Newspaper, cuz.
Newspaper.
Newspaper.
Son,
Your bum
Page
must.
3. Page 3.
Page
Three,
fam.
fam.
That is gone. That is gone. That is
You
gone.
scratch it up a bit. Scratch it up a bit. Make it soft.
Trust me.
Make it soft.
Hey. Trust, that is the sound, cuz.
Hey, you're a savage, bro.
Hey.
Are you alright there, mate? Brother, come on, your ass and your bum's bunning
Let
you
me
like
stop
that, bro.
drinking. No, I'm just talking
Oh,
about. There's
man.
been times, isn't it?
Nah, real shit,
I'm not gonna
real
lie.
shit, real shit, fam, real shit. Real
That's
shit,
it.
fam.
So, that's why I don't understand when the lockdown happened, why people are buying so much toilet roll. You can't eat toilet roll. There was bare chicken in the shop, bare beef in the shop. The nitties were out there, fucking jacket full up, and they're still, you get me? You know the nitties go in there and they clap their beef and that, and red meat, go in the put in it.
Slide.
That's so that.
There's no pub, so they're on the strip like, yeah,
I
what
am dying,
you want to
bro.
buy some beef and that? You get me?
Aye, that was
Christmas is
hustling.
coming up. Some beef mince.
Christmas coming up.
Not pork mince, no beef mince. You get me? Like, hey, bro.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, man.
You're killing me.
Times are mad.
Times are mad.
Aye, last thing. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Starting with Triggs.
Next 5 years. I see myself taking music full time 5 years, hopefully. I think full time without any employment, music in 5 years' time.
Sims.
Yeah, man. Just looking forward to like property 100 over the next 5 years. There's gonna be decisions to make. There's already decisions to make now, you know, like that. So in 5 years, it's gonna be a very big decision. So hopefully, music, we keep going. You know how it goes. Hopefully by then, we're on charts. You know, like that. So that is therefore.
To be in a financially better position than I am now, you get me, like you said, property, obviously making my companies and my businesses more successful, and yeah, if I'm obviously prevailing in the music a bit, like you said, having some singles out there,
Come on.
but yeah, man, and the podcast to obviously be on the highest of the highest levels as well. So
Come on.
yeah, my bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in Gambia on the beach
Hey, come on.
with my horse still.
Come on.
Come
My
on.
horse. I'm gonna be riding my horse on the beach and sending you lot pictures. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Not even gonna lie. That's,
Say bare reels on the horse and that. You
bruv,
get me?
you lot are
Some
gonna be
Instagram reels.
I'm
and
gonna
that.
be a horse rider out there. Man's riding their motorbike. I'm on my horse riding through the city. Like.
Ascot and all them thing there. Watch out because them man are gonna have horses ready. We're gonna train them.
But I'm sending my horses over here, bro.
We're gonna we're gonna have them on a track.
I'm telling you.
Train
Running
them
for some
up. Train them
peace.
up. Train them up.
I'm telling you.
Grand National.
I'm telling you, that's the thing. But we're done. Like, comment, and subscribe. Rare
Yeah,
Talks,
man. Big
the
up.
best podcast ever.
Come on.
In it, done no. Big up Sims, big up Chigs
you
today.
know already.
Come on.
Big up you, man.
Bow.
Come on.
Big up Raw Checks
Talks.
always. Yeah, Hip Hop 100.
I'm shooting everything,
Yeah,
man.
where's the hat? Where's
Come
the hat? Oi, oi,
Hey,
oi, oi. Where do they
merch,
go? On the
merch.
Shopify to get that. Yeah?
on.
RAF.com.
Come on.
RAF on
Come on.
Instagram. Hip Hop
Keep it
100 on
100.
Instagram.
Keep it 100.